Hey, what is cooking, Sacramento? I'm Molly Riehl, live in Midtown with an incredible program to share with you. We are in the teaching kitchen at the Society for the Blind. This is part of the Senior Impact Program they have there, basically teaching life skills so that these seniors can continue their independence. So Deborah, you are the cooking teacher here at the Society for the Blind, and the skills that you teach here are so important, aren't they?
Yes, they are. For seniors to maintain their independence, they're very important. So they'll feel comfortable in their own homes preparing meals.
Yeah. So let's talk about the different kinds of skills that you learn here. As Dan, we'll have you start passing out these veggies, if you will. Okay, beautiful. So today we are learning some knife skills, but what else do you teach?
Well, besides knife skills, which includes knife safety, we include measuring wet and dry ingredients. You know, when you're trying to bake, you can't see, you have to measure those wet and dry ingredients. Serving yourself, cutting meat. How would you put mayonnaise or mustard on a piece of bread if you couldn't see it? So those are some of the techniques that we teach our clients, as well as introducing them to new technology.
Yeah, so many skills and things that, you know, those of us with our full vision kind of take for granted.
Correct, that's true. You don't think about those things until you can't see them. How would I cut my meat if I can't see it? So that's a tool that, a skill that we teach.
And you yourself have vision loss?
Yes, I do. I'm what they consider legally blind. I have no vision in my left eye and partial in my right eye.
Okay. Well, I'm going to chat with Dan here. Hi, Dan. You're doing a great job. Okay, so you are a former student. You are now a mentor, and you haven't had vision since birth, but you were a baker for 40 years, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
And tell me why you chose that career path.
Well, at some point, I was trying to figure out what kind of vocation I can do, and being very confused because of my disability, because I wasn't quite sure what I really wanted to do. And then I realized at some point that in spite of my disability, I wanted to work with my hands. And of course, I couldn't do things like carpentry or plumbing and so forth. But I loved the kitchen. And so I gravitated, went to a restaurant and looked for a job. And they said they didn't need anybody. They said their problem was bread. And I said, I know how to bake bread. And they hired me, and that's how I got my start. And I fell in love with the craft. And so I've been doing it ever since.
And I know it brings you a lot of joy to be able to share those skills with others.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so over here we have Trina. And Trina, how many years have you been taking these classes?
Altogether, I've been at Society since 2015, but I've been taking these classes in the cooking kitchen about 3 years probably.
And how valuable have these skills been for you?
They've been very valuable. They give me more confidence to get myself back in the kitchen and continue to do what I love to do best, and that's cook.
I love that. That's beautiful. And again, the Society for the Blind, all of these programs offered are for free. Deborah, coming up, we're going to take a peek inside one of the classes. What are we learning today?
Well, today we're learning chopping, dicing, and slicing. So we're going to do some knife safety, and then we're going to do some chopping.
Okay. So we will be back with you in the 9 o'clock hour for those knife safety skills lessons. I'll send it back to you guys.
Very good. Thank you, Molly.